Joe Hopkins here, and I want to talk to you guys about this thing I just saw, okay? Angine de Poitrine. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it roughly correctly. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not French, right? Apparently they're from Quebec. And dude, if you haven't seen this, by the way, go get a cold one, crack one with me, have a drink. What I'm going to do to start out, I'm going to play you some clips, okay? Here we go.
Angine de Poitrine.
Okay, so what the fuck? Apparently they are blowing up, right? Went really, really viral. So I had to check this out. And I don't know about you guys. Go check them out. I dig the hell out of this. I mean, like, I seriously dig this shit, man. This is so strange, and I love the microtonal guitar. This makes me want a microtonal guitar. I've seen other things on microtones and microtonal, and none of it made me want to go, nothing before has made me actually want to invest in a microtonal guitar, but this does. This is so cool. That is the strangest, coolest thing I've heard in a long time, man. This is bebop. That's what this is. This is jazz. This is the hip, cool thing, in my opinion. This is when jazz was going modal. But for the newest generation. And I dig the crap out of this. This is so fucking cool, man. I played it for my kid, right? Apparently, the kids, I'm doing the air quotes, the kids, the kids like this now. It's going viral, so the kids must like it. So I asked my kid. I have a kid. I got a teenager in the house, teenage girl. So I asked her what she thinks. What do you think? Your youth? What's your thoughts? And she gave it a rather blank look, because I'm playing it on the computer here. And she's like, I don't know. She says, I don't like the music, but I kind of like this. I guess the video. She seems to think it's cool. She doesn't like the music. She's not into guitar, drums, bass. She's very EDM, okay? So, but it got her attention, and that says something. Personally, I think this is one of the coolest things I've seen in a very long time. I love the outfits. I love the story behind it, if it's true. This is what I heard kind of gave birth to this band was, you know, these two dudes, they got a band, and they got booked twice in the same night at the same place. And to keep the gig, they just created a second band, made up papier-mâché masks, and just played twice. And I like that. I could dig that. It's like, hey, I need the money. I want to keep the gig. So we got to come up with something, and kind of as a joke, you know. But I like it. I really dig this. And, you know, Angine de Poitrine. What does that mean? I really should have looked it up before I started shooting this video, so I had some idea. But I have no idea. I don't speak French. I don't read French. Right? Not my wheelhouse. I'm not in, you know, I don't do the French stuff. So as soon as I'm done the video, I'm going to look it up because it occurs to me that I'd like to know what it means. But yeah, so I watched their live performance video and listened to some of their recorded stuff that they have on like Spotify and whatnot. And I am truly impressed, to be honest with you. And what really blows my mind, right? The guitarist, I love his guitar. This looks like some custom made thing. It looks like he got a kit guitar and just kind of modified it however he wanted. I love the bass 6-string dual neck thing going on there. That's really cool. Obviously, they're using a looper pedal. And doing that with loops, you know, because you got a 6-string, you got a bass, it means you can do the full band with just 2 people. I like that. That's cool. I love the way a lot of people use these loop pedals now. I mean, it really makes it so that you can perform on your own or just you and a friend and still get a full band sound. And there's a lot you can do with it. I like that. But all right, you notice in the clips, the guitarist, he's barefoot. I swear he's turning some of these knobs with his toes. He's got like monkey feet going on here. That is this. I mean, good God, the music, the outfits, the way they're going about it, the microtonal stuff. This is the purest expression of the tism I've ever seen in my life. And I appreciate the fuck out of it. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I know I've said that, but it is. This is so just cool. I really hope that this isn't just a short-lived thing. I really hope they can find some way to expand on this and keep it going and make a career out of this. I'd love to see more of this. I'd love to see this band really kind of last. I'd like to see them come up with new ideas and new ways to do what they're doing. I love it. I think it's really cool. Now, admittedly, right, instrumental music doesn't always do so well in our modern times, right? I'm hoping this is the exception. There are some exceptions. I'm hoping this is one of them. Usually people want songs, they want lyrics, they want somebody singing, they want the whole rock star vibe, you know what I mean? I'm hoping this does find its niche and lasts, just because I think it deserves to. And keep in mind, I like instrumental music, I like classical music, I like jazz, I like a lot of stuff that really is just instrumental, but cool at the same time, right? Even with like classical, I like the really cool classical music, the stuff that I think really moves me. You know what I mean? Some people are just into classical music. I'm into. I know people say they're into everything. I really am into everything, but not everything of everything, right? This kind of music, I've heard stuff like this before that just didn't really get me, right? This stuff tickles my dick, man. It's really, I like this. It's out there. And I love the outfits. The outfits are just, that's batshit crazy. It just makes you scratch your head and go, what the fuck, man? I think seeing it, if I had just heard it, I'd think it was neat. I think seeing it makes it even cooler. These guys are very visual, you know? And I really do mean it when I say it's the purest expression of the tism. The way the guy even moves, he's like shuffling around a bit, like he doesn't know what to do with his feet sometimes, you know, like the way he's moving around, just that gets me. The only thing I'm really wondering is, how do you play in these masks? it seems like it'd be a pain in the ass to see your guitar, like to actually see what you're doing. And they're doing stuff where you kind of have to look at what you're doing. I don't know how you, especially with the microtonal, I can do a lot on a guitar just by feel. But this dude's running twice the frets I am. So it seems like you might have to actually see what you're doing. But I do find this pretty cool. I hope stuff like this becomes a trend and that more people start doing, like, experimenting with things like this. I do like the loops. I do like the, and I like the fact that he's looping the guitars, but there is a drummer. You know, real drums give things a little bit of a different feel. And I dig that. Most people that are doing what they're doing are doing it with drum loops. And, ooh, that is cool. I do like me some drum loops. I use them too in my music because, well, it gives it a certain sound. You know, I like it, but I also like real drums. I like what they're doing with it. I like the very organic feel, and they get that. They get a very organic feel with loops, and that isn't always so easy. Sometimes it feels a little manufactured when you use a looper, but it doesn't with them, and I like that. I'd like to see if more people could, you know, kind of latch onto this and spread it. Like with the classic jazz era stuff, where people kind of latched onto the whole bebop thing, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of different people trying to really expand on it and show what they can do. The whole modal jazz, right? You know, Miles Davis was really like the king of that, but there were a lot of them that were doing that kind of stuff, and everybody wanted to expand and see how much further they could go. And this seems like something that could become like that. A music movement that could be expanded on, and people can really, the next guy can take it a little bit further, and then the guy after him can take it a little bit further. How far can we go with this? And, you know, eventually you do go too far eventually, like jazz did. Right, by the late 70s, early 80s, it was getting too experimental and too weird for anything even close to a popular audience. But for a while there, right, it got really neat, got really cool. And maybe this can do that. I'm hoping. This does seem to be moving from past things, obviously. To be honest with you, they remind me a bit of Audio Slave, just in some of the like the rhythms, the stuff they're doing. Definitely Audio Slave, not Rage Against the Machine as much, but like Audio Slave, where it's the same band, but they're doing something different and they're expanding on it somewhat. They remind me of that, just in the way the rhythm comes together, right? The way they're doing things. I got that vibe. But yeah, man, I'd like to see some more of this. I'd like to see these guys expand on this and do more on it and really play it up. How far can you experiment with this? How far can you go? I like the vibe, and I'd like to see where this can take us musically. I think that could be cool. Well, I'm done my beer, and I don't know what else there is to say about this particular group other than, man, you guys go. This is some cool shit, man. I like it. And, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. By the way, I make some cool shit too. There's links to streaming down below. And here in a minute, there's an end screen that comes up, and there's playlists, including the one called Talking Dogs. That's my new album. You should check it out. You should rock out to it. It's I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but some of it's pretty damn good. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.